today's video, I will show you all the skills about the brioche stitch by the crochet. The brioche stitch is like somehow like this, and this is very similar with the like the knitting, the brioche stitch, but actually this is crocheted. So first I will show you some basic skills, and first let's do the start. All the brioche stitch start with a chain stitch with chain. So I just, for example, I just make 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 20. And for the first row, you have the choice that you can either pick up this only the one loop, or you can pick up the bump. So if you choose to pick up the bump, then I show you what is the result. It comes out like this. There is a chain here, looks like this. And if you choose just to pick up the loop, then I will show you how to make it. First, for each row, we need one chain as a start stitch. This doesn't count as any stitch. And then the brioche stitch is just yarn over and insert the hook. Then you need to pull through these 3 loops on the hook at one time. But when you pull through, it is very difficult to pull this loop. So we just divide this to the process to 2 steps. First, we pulled yarn through the first loop. Then we turn the hook, let the hook be outside. Then it's easy to pull through. I show you again. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull through the yarn, then turn the yarn, let the hook face to outside, then pull through. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull through first loop, then turn the hook. Repeat. So be careful. Do not do like this. Pull the yarn over and pull the yarn over again. That is the half double crochet, right? Actually, this is just pull the yarn over, insert the hook. Actually, this is only this loop. The same loop. Just turn out and pull through. Pull through, yarn over, insert the hook. So this is the first row. So you just pick up one loop. Also, you can choose to pick up the bumps back of the chain stitch. That's different outcome. Okay, now I finished this row, and you can compare to, this is I pick up the bump. This is I pick up the loop. So when you pick up the bump, it's somehow like this. Pick up the loop like this. And then I will show you the next round. The second round, you just one chain. This is doesn't count as any stitch, just the start stitch for each row. Then here we can find 3 loops. First one is here. This is a loop. This is we call the inner loop. And this is the stitch, right? So this is the front loop. This is the back loop. So all the brioche stitch are crocheted on the back loop, the back loop. Sometimes we also crochet the front loop or the whole stitch, but if the pattern doesn't mention specially, we only pick up the back loop only. So just yarn over back loop, turn and pull over, yarn over, insert, pull, insert, pull. So this is the brioche stitch, and you just keep repeat this, and you will get the like the British ribs. So for this sample, I start with 20 brioche stitches, and usually the pattern will be written like this. 20 BS is brioche stitch then I just make 20 brioche stitch. And if the pattern said next row you only make 6 brioche stitch, then I show you how to do. If the pattern said make 6 brioche stitch, then I always one chain to start. Then you just make 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you just make 6. And then set the next row that you see if it is said 6 again, then you just turn and 6 again. Then if the pattern said 10 brioche stitches for next row, then what should we do? First, we just do 6 brioche stitch here, 6 stitches. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the pattern said we need to do 10. So we still need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 because the stitch is in here. So we need to cross this step. And so now I show you how to cross the step. At the tip of the step, you will find that there are 2 loops here. So just first pick up these 2 loops, then yarn over. First pick up 2 loops, yarn over, then go to the next stitch. So this is the 7th stitch, brioche stitch. So when you cross the step, it doesn't increase or decrease the stitch. It just, you need to pick up the tip. The 2 loops on tip. So if I do 10, then that is 1, do like this. And if the pattern said next, you do 6 again. So which means I need to 1 chain and 10. And do 6. If I do 6, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, then it's 6 again, then, which means you need to 10 again, 10. Then 1 chain, this is the start stitch. Then if the pattern said, then next you do 16, 16 brioche stitch. So that means I do, first do 6 of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I needed to do 16, so another 10 is here. The pattern will not say you cross the step, but when you face the step, you just cross it. So you just pick up the tip 2 loops of the step, and then do the normal yarn over and do the normal brioche stitch. That is 1, 2, 3. Then you can see that we cross the steps. Okay, then we finished this row, then we turn over. Then if the pattern said 20, it's 20 brioche stitch. So which means we come from this to the end, and we need to cross 1 step. So I will show you how to cross the step again. So when you crochet a project, you just only need to follow the written pattern. And if the pattern said 10 brioche stitch, you just do 10. If the pattern said 20, just 20. And if among the 20 there is a step, just cross it, because cross the step doesn't increase or decrease any stitch. Here, tip of the step, there are 2 loops. Pick up the loops, then yarn over and do the normal brioche stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you can see this is what we do. And next I will show you, if I want, this is only cross 1 step. How about if there are 2 steps? What should we do? Then first, if I say I make 8 brioche stitch, then I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the pattern say 8 back. Okay, 8 back. Then if the pattern said another 8, then you will need to do another 8. if the pattern said 8 brioche stitch, then this last stitch is the last stitch, right? You do not need to come to here. Then go back and it said 8 again. And then the pattern said you need to do 15, for example, 15. Okay, then I first do this 8 brioche stitch. Okay, then the 9th stitch need to cross 2 steps. And it's same. You pick up these 2 loops, the first step. Then pick up the second 2 loops of the second step. Then yarn over and do the normal brioche stitch. It is a little bit tricky for this one. You just pull here. So this is cross 2 steps. And the pattern won't say you cross the 2 steps or you cross 1 step. It just said you just make 15 brioche stitches. So you just make 15 because cross the step doesn't change any stitches. Okay, so this is the right side for cross 2 steps, and this is the wrong side. Okay, then next, if I go back and just go back. So we can find that we just increase the rows when we cross a step, right? We increase the rows. Then next, I will show you how to increase the stitches. Because when whatever we cross the 1 step or 2 steps, the total stitch is always 20, right? But if I want, how should I do if I want to increase the 20 stitches to 21 stitches? Then that is we do 2 brioche stitches in 1 stitch. So it's pretty easy. If I want to increase here, we just 1, 2. So then we increase the total 20 to 21. So this is called 2 brioche stitch in 1 stitch. That is an increase stitches. Okay. Then we go back. You can see here is an increase like this. And if I do increase, and also I should know how to do decrease. If I want to do a decrease, the brioche stitch, that means that called 2 brioche stitch together, which is a decrease of brioche stitch. So somehow like this. I don't want to do it here. I want to do it here. What happened? If I want to do the 2 brioche stitch together, that is first yarn over, then pick up the back loop of first stitch and pick up the back loop of the second stitch and just do the normal. So this is a decrease stitch. We called 2 brioche stitch together. Now we cross the step. And then I will do another round. And I show you how to do an invisible sewing together. I crochet one more row too. Then I will show you how to. If I use this as the right side, then we first need to finish the row of the wrong side, right? It is the even number row. We finish this. And then we need to sewing. We just think this is a sleeve, and we need to sew it together. And what should we do? Okay. So first we think this is the right side. We make the right side face to face, and this is the start one. Start. You can find each stitch here has a small hole. So first we insert the hook to the first hole and pull this stitch to this side. And the next, you just insert this stitch. And here, pick up the second stitch, the back loop of the second stitch, and make a slip stitch together. Next one. So if you will sew this together, when you start the first row, you just pick up the loop. Do not do like pick up the bump, just pick the loop. That will be looks better. Like this. And one stitch by one stitch. Here has a row. It is a hole. It is very easy to find it. And pick up the back loop only. So the brioche stitch is pretty easy, but it comes out beautiful. I personally like this stitch very much. This is the way for sewing. And you can see this is the This is the right side. The right side. It is almost invisible. So that's almost all the skills for about the crochet brioche stitch. Thank you.